So I'd like to go a little bit back on the follow-up process of you. What is your follow-up process? Do you have reminders in your calendar? Because there's one thing that I want to do for my business, my video production company, is I kind of started it, but I haven't really been consistent at it. I have in my calendar exactly a year from the day I close a deal with the client. Exactly a year, I have a reminder to give them a present unique to them, like maybe they like a certain football team or whatever, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what I'm going.
Yeah. I try to not be like exactly to a year. Mm-hmm. I try to make it at different times. Like one company I talked to, and I thought this was a great idea, half birthdays.
Okay.
So you know what, you always get the birthday of your client.
Mm-hmm.
And
happy half birthday, just because it's unique?
Yeah, it's totally not. Yeah. It's out of the blue. Hey, happy half birthday today. And they go, in 6 months, it's exactly 6 months to the day for my birthday next year. Great, okay, you know. And nobody's sending a half birthday card.
Exactly.
It's unique and different. And I really liked that idea. So that's something I do. Also know their anniversaries. I mean, get to know your clients. Make them a friend. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's really critical, because if you don't take care of your customer, it goes back to the thing, somebody else is gonna. And if you make that relationship and form that relationship on LinkedIn, the social media, that's how we met on LinkedIn, and it really makes a difference in their life, because they see your videos every day or every week or every month or whenever you pop up in their news feed. It always keeps you in their mind. And
that's why social media marketing is important, because you can stay relevant in people's minds, and that's when people will be like, oh, someone's looking for a videographer, they need it, blah blah blah. They refer you to them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my customers come from the fact that they'll be driving around or something like that, and they'll go show their car to a friend that maybe they haven't seen in a couple weeks, and they're like, "Oh, you got a new car? Oh yeah, da da da." Well, I want them to say, "Yeah, we had a great experience at Philong Hyundai. You should go down and talk to Kevin, because he's my car guy." So that's my branding right there, is I want to be your car guy, you know.
And hopefully someone will fall in love with you here.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've been married 18 years. You don't have to fall in love with me. You just have to, like really me. Yeah. Hear what I'm saying and stuff like that. I think that's, and part of that follow-up process, I'm not trying to avoid the question, is... So I call a person after the sale and just say, hey, you know, how are things going? Did you have any questions on the car? Because when I deliver it, I go through everything from A to Z with them. But they're so excited in that sales process, and the adrenaline's run, and they've been there for a few hours, and they're just like, I just want to go drive my new car, and I want to show it to X, because there's always that one person they want to show their car to.
Yeah.
You know, their best friend, their neighbor that just got his new car 6 months ago. You want to pull up in your driveway and show off your new car. And then about a week later, I'll call them and I'll say, hey, do you have any questions? What can I do for you today to make you happy? Or basically, is there anything I can do for you to really help you out and to pursue that?
So you have about a week follow-up?
1 day, 1 week, 1 month, and then it'll kind of taper off after that. And then it'll be half birthdays, anniversaries. We have a really good CRM in our system, and having that for your customers and to be able to follow up with them is critical.
And for those who might not know what CRM, what does that stand for?
I don't know what it stands for, but it's customer resource management or something. Or I'm not sure what it stands for, but basically it's a list of all your customers and all their information, their demographics and things like that.
It's a spreadsheet.
So it basically is a spreadsheet, and you can do it in Excel with your.
They have templates for them, actually.
And one thing to remember is that information is getting information from your customers, whether that's through a service that gets you your customers' information, through credit card swipes, rewards programs, anything like that. is critical to follow up with them. So when a customer comes in, the first thing that I do is I sit down with them and do a very consultative information. So I have a form that I fill out. I do it on my iPad, but I name, address, telephone number, what they're looking for, how many kids they have, what their driving habits are.
And those questions are important because they're cars. Right. All those questions relate to cars. I actually have a similar form on my website called a discovery form, and it's related to business questions because we're trying to help your business out.
Right.
So understanding kids it may seem weird. Why you want to know how many kids I have? Well, how many kids do you need to fit in your car?
Yeah. If you have 4 kids and I'm looking at a car with 4 seats in it, or 5 seats, that's not going to be a good fit for you. You need to be in the Palisade with 8, third row seating and things like that. And you would probably tell me that through the process,
for sure.
But in my mind, it might be different. It
helps you be better prepared.
And, we always have people coming in and they're like, no, I'm single. Oh, really? Are you engaged? Are you dating anyone seriously right now? And people will be like, wow, you're getting a little personal here. And I always, I try to make my customers comfortable and make them laugh. And I go, oh, no, I've been married 18 years. Don't take me wrong, And most of them gets a chuckle. I didn't know you were into middle-aged fat guys.
See, that's great. That's how you break that balance, though. Break that comfort from those.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, make a friend. I always treat it like it's a conversation over a glass of beer or something like that. For sure. And it really kind of breaks the ice, and it teaches other people how to gain that rapport. Because if they don't trust you, if they don't like you, and they don't trust you, they're never going to buy anything from you.
That know, like, and trust, and thankfully Phil Long has got that note for you.
Yeah, they know the name.
This is a show where we have real conversations with the business owners and entrepreneurs here in Colorado Springs, doing things in the community of Colorado Springs.